Good morning. Good morning and happy Friday. Boy, the end of another really, really busy week. But when you say it's the end of the week, is it really? Because from what we do, Saturday and Sundays are oftentimes the busiest days. So it's really the end of one week, but the start of another. Regardless, I hope you had a great week. It's been a busy, busy news week, as was last week. I thought I'd end the week with just some, interesting but not vital data. I want to share an article by Kayla from Visual Capitalist. The title of the article is Mapped Home Price to Income Ratios by State. It gives us kind of an interesting look of affordability. Now, I don't think this gauge of affordability is the most important one, but it still can give us directional insight on affordability around the United States. And here's what this article does. It looks at the median price of homes in a state, and it divides it by the median annual household income. And from that, it gets a number, how many years of income it would take to buy a house, say cash. And so the data is pretty interesting. I will share my screen and here we go. So here's a look at the graphic. And let me just back up by saying I highly recommend subscribing to Visual Capitalist. They send out a chart a day like this, an infographic a day. Sometimes it seems even more than that. And it's free. It's free. And probably 30% of their content has to do with housing or the economy or real estate. And it's really good content that I think easy to digest. You can use in all your newsletters and your mailers and your presentations. So I recommend subscribing to Visual Capitalist. And then I'm gonna put a link to this graphic below, and you can follow that link, check out the graphic, but you can also go to their subscribe now page. And if you choose not to subscribe, you can always go to my LinkedIn. For every live I do a summary of the content with a link to the article. So however you want to consume it, you can consume it. But let's look at it. So the most expensive place to live, remember taking in home price to annual, household income, is Hawaii. It takes 9.1 years of income to buy a house in Hawaii. California sees 8.4, Montana 6.6, Oregon 6.4, and so on. So that's the most expensive side. What's incredible is on the least expensive side is West Virginia at 2.9, Iowa at 3, Kansas at 3.2, Mississippi at 3.3. Think about this. In Iowa or Kansas or West Virginia, it only takes 2 years of income to buy a house. Now, here's one of the reasons why I don't love this statistic, because I don't think it takes everything into account. Let's go to Hawaii. Let's say it takes 9 years of income to buy a house in Hawaii. Well, the reverse, the opposite, the positive, the polar opposite, which is a positive to the negative, is that when the home value doubles, you just gained 9 years of wages. So which would you rather have? Would you rather have 9 years of wages or 3 years of wages? So there's two sides of the coin. I don't think we should get caught up on exactly what the cost is per annual income, because I think housing affordability has more to do with DTI, has to do more with other things, but still this is kind of interesting. Now, I did a post a couple of weeks ago on home affordability issue in America, and I listed the most affordable places to live that had the strongest economies and the best quality of living. And it didn't quite mirror this map here, but it was somewhat similar. And the idea I want to share is if there are young homeowners that feel like they're blocked out of the market, one of the solutions is to go to a more affordable market, especially if you go to an affordable market with a great quality of life, a really low cost of living. If you can go there and be able to buy a house, it might be well worth it, especially if you're in a job that is portable. If you're possibly a fireman or a school teacher, if you work in retail or hospitality, in some sort of job that really you could do it in any state. the strategy might be, hey, look, we know we want to live in Hawaii long term, but let's get you moving to Kansas or Iowa for 5 years, where you can build enough equity to come back and afford a house in a more expensive area. And that says mortgage professionals and real estate professionals, we need to have that type of service to our clients. If we're going to try to help them achieve the American dream, if we're going to help them achieve wealth through real estate, we need to have conversations like, hey, maybe the solution, there's all sorts of solutions, but maybe it's go to a more affordable area. Just like the solution might be house hacking, or a solution might be taking second jobs, or changing your budget and all sorts of other stuff. But and so charts like this helps, right? Charts like this help. And so I hope you find it helpful. I hope it's a fairly light topic for a Friday. I appreciate you checking me out. I hope you like the new environment I'm delivering this in. And with that, really, I hope you guys have a great week. And I look forward to seeing you soon. Thanks. Have a great day. Bye.